Hi, this is Nimbus Nox. I'm about to get started on a new profile for Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do when you first wake up. Most of you that have the game probably have already watched like the beginning cutscenes, but I'm going to start here for brand new players. So when you first wake up out of the resurrection tomb, you're going to go to the first console and activate it.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Okay, now you've obtained the Sheikah slate. You can just hit A to continue. Just go out the front doors. You'll see a couple little boxes on the side. And you can pick up these barrels. And you hit the top right R button to throw it. These ones that are already partially broken are pretty easy to destroy. But that I'm just showing you basically that's one of the many actions that you're capable of. And just hit this one to open it. You basically just hit A. He opens it. And you get some clothing. You go in, and I'll show you your inventory option here in a second. Alright, and then you're just going to go over to the next chest. And if you don't walk in front to open it, he kicks it. And when he's barefoot, it hurts his foot. So there's a lot of cute little animation like that. Alright, go to inventory. You just hit the plus button on your controller. A to equip, A to remove. So just go ahead and equip yourself. Hit B to exit. You're going to go activate the next console.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Okay.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Okay, at that point the cutscene's done and you're free to move around for a little bit. The left joystick is the one that will send you forwards, backwards, side to side. The right joystick on your Joy-Cons is going to be your motion control for the camera. So to climb, you just hit forward, just like it tells you there. Hit X. Sometimes he'll climb on things automatically, but this one just wants to do the X. Okay, we're about to come to another cutscene as soon as we leave here. And after that, then I'll explain where you should go. Alright, there we go. That time it auto-saved. In general, a pretty good habit is to start saving pretty regularly. So I'll show you the attacks here in a second. But I want to show you how to save. So you hit the plus. Bleh. And then you hit R for the systems, and then you save. And you really just probably want to do that periodically. Okay, and then you hit B to get out. And then I'll go over some of those other controls later. So in this game, they give you a lot of freedom to pretty much do whatever you want within limits. So you can pick up tree branches, you can use Y to use them as a weapon. And then you can come over here, just hit B to put the weapon away. Bugs, you can catch them, but they're a little tricky at first because you don't really have like your sneaky gear. So go ahead and collect this mushroom. It's just a Hylian shroom. This is food for you. And again, if you want to start climbing, you can push forwards and sometimes he'll just automatically do it. And you can jump down most of the time, but you don't want to jump like off of here because if you do, you'll die. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you how to activate your map. You hit minus and that activates your Sheikah Slate. So they give you like a second to explore, but then all of a sudden they'll give you an objective. So you can go explore as much as you want until Zelda talks to you, which is relatively quick actually. So, and pretty much everything in the game is interactive in some way. Like you can just push forward on that boulder and it goes tumbling, and sometimes you can roll over enemies that way. I'm not gonna go talk to him just yet. So don't take his apple unless you want to talk to him. See, right there is his apple. But I am going to take the woodcutter's axe. Okay. Then to switch weapons, you have your directional buttons on the left, and then you have your action buttons on the right. And it is kind of modeled after an Xbox controller. So just hit the right directional button and the right joystick to switch between weapons. It makes it a lot faster. Because if you don't do it that way, then you have to constantly go into your inventory. I'm going to show you right here. You can even chop down trees. So you take out your weapon and hit X. Now this weapon is relatively weak, so you're not really going to be able to chop through too much before it breaks. You'll get more powerful stuff later. So just chop the wood. And these wood bundles are very useful for starting fires kind of in the middle of nowhere. And there's the butterfly. You can collect butterflies. And here's Link.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah Slate.
Yeah, okay, so Zelda just gave us our objective. So I'm going to hit A to get out of there. If it'll let me. There it goes. Okay, and then I hit minus. And now we can see this is where she wants us to go. And there's a good reason for it. I'm just going to collect a couple mushrooms. I'll show you how to cook those later. That's a bokoblin. I'm going to just run away from those for right now. Because I really just want to... That's a chew jelly. And those are... All the parts that you get from those monsters are something that you can make a potion out of. But we'll just stick with going to the tower first. And I do want to show you that what happens when you wear out your stamina. Okay, if you wear out your stamina, you have to rest a little bit. And you can see how he makes like a little action there. Okay, so let's get out of here. You can fight if you want to. I mean, you can do this really any way that you choose. Because dying in the very beginning is not really that big of a deal. But taking on a bunch of stuff early on. Go ahead and just pick up those arrows that they're shooting at you because it's free. Alright, I'm just gonna run past those guys. I just want to get this objective over with. Okay. Now the one thing goblins can do, they can obviously chase you, they can hit you if they have arrows, but they cannot climb. So that's something that they're not very good at. Alright, so this is where we are now. We're at the first tower. The objective. That's where you came from, right over there. You can kind of see it with your Sheikah Slate. You mash down the right joystick to zoom in to little locations. Okay, so I'm going to hit B to get out of there. I'm going to jump down here And this is going to take you through some more scenes. Okay, and the platform that was down below the rock is now above the ground. And that's where Link is standing right now. Okay, now we're going to download some map information. Okay. If you made it this far, then you've successfully activated a small portion of the map. The more the towers that you discover and activate, the more of the map that will be revealed. So for right now, we just have this small section with the Great Plateau. This is all we can really do right now. So I'm going to cut the video right here, and then we're going to come back, and then I'll show you the second half of the mission. That will help you get your runes, and it'll make things a little bit easier for you in the beginning. All right, I'll see you after a bit.